Coachella, are you ready? I want to hear you scream.
Oh,
Welcome to the Woke Podcast. What's up, guys?
We're back.
What's up? Sorry, we missed out last week. That's my bad for being sick. And it was a hashtag holiday, so.
Yeah. What day was it?
It was hella 420.
Easter, babe.
Oh my god, I forgot they were on the same day.
Yeah, that was crazy. When I went to Dolores in SF, there were people dressed as Jesus. And it was low-key freaking out. Because there are like multiple different like Jesuses around me. And I was like contemplating life.
There's like a thing, I forget what it's called, but we were hanging out with Eston, Daniel's coworker, and he was saying there's like this thing in Dolores called like bearded Jesus or something, or gay Jesus or something like that. It's like where people dress up as Jesus and will get drunk in Dolores for 420.
Really?
If it's on Easter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a cult.
It's a cult,
I'm
mama.
scared. But yeah, how was your week going?
It's honestly been pretty chill. Last week was very... Did we do anything last week?
I don't remember.
I honestly couldn't tell you, TBH. But this week has been very good. It's just starting. We're filming this on a Monday, so
yes,
getting started with the week, but very chill vibes.
Yeah.
How's yours been generally?
Yeah. Things I can't disclose on the pod. But
not yet.
Not yet. But things have changed. And I am a reborn woman. Reborn lesbian.
Yeah.
So do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. But
I feel like it's definitely a new era for us all. For us all. All I'm going to say is like prophecies have been fulfilled.
Yes. Yes.
I think it's also partially the recession.
The recession as well.
Yeah, the recession.
Literally, the tariff jokes will never end.
No, mama, I fear.
I feel like I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do make jokes about the tariffs. I'm sorry.
No, it's just it's the times that we are living in, babe.
Yeah, so and I feel like everyone around me does it, so it's like funny.
Are people actually making it a problem, like saying like, oh, you shouldn't joke about it?
I don't know, maybe.
I feel like that's just like silly. Like, we're gonna joke about it, I'm sorry. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have any really bad PMOs?
Honestly, just the weather. Because okay, bro. It's literally like May, technically, if you think
almost,
about it. It is the last week of April.
Like, Aries season is over, babe.
Damn near middle of March. If you like, I hate how the weather is so bipolar. Like, you can't just give me sun one day and then the other day it's fucking raining. Also, being in the Bay, it's like always cold. So I'm like, girl, I need it to be fucking hot so I can pop my fucking pussy outside.
Right. And start like wearing actual cute outfits. Like, I'm sick of the sweaters. Like, I don't want to have to like layer. Oh my. And in the morning when I wake up and like I could tell it's going to be a warm day, I'm so happy. Yeah. In the morning when I wake up and I step outside and it's freezing, I want to die. Literally. No.
Fucking stupid.
And that's why I feel like I am jealous of people who live in LA for the weather, because now it's already been warm there. It's like us, it's like we'll have maybe one warm day out of the week and the rest is like 60-degree weather.
Yeah, that's fucked. So
not the vibe.
No. Yeah. And then also, once the weather gets hot, I need school to just like diminish, just evaporate. Because what the fuck do I look like going to school when it's so pretty outside, bruh? I'm sorry.
No, and you're valid.
I'm sorry.
I feel like once it gets warm out and it's like consistently warm, what the fuck do I look like doing schoolwork?
Yeah, also going to work as well. Why am I clocking in for also the worst shift? Like 1 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Like prime outside hours.
Literally when you're supposed to be outside enjoying the sun, why would I set myself up to work that?
Mama, I fear.
No. If it's sunny outside, my tits have to be outside. Genuinely.
And I feel like, do you feel like you're in a going out rut?
Low-key, but we haven't hit the Castro.
In a hot ass minute.
Like,
I feel like
literally.
because it's been like miserable outside.
No, and also the Castro, I fear maybe it's not popping as much because
I feel like, are people even going to the Castro right now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like based on your story last podcast episode about going out in Livermore, I low-key want to do that. Is that crazy? Is that crazy?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I just want to interact with like bitches who like I really don't give a fuck about. Like I feel like if I were to interact with like Livermore NPCs, I would have so much fucking fun.
It was so fun. I don't think I talked about this on the pod, but the fucking story of the guy outside of the bar.
You didn't talk about that on the pod?
No.
Oh, I'm gagged.
There is this guy outside of this Livermore bar. Okay. I was with my family. We were like at the bar after a wedding. So this guy, I asked him for a cigarette, which, like, girl, God forbid a girl wants to smoke a cig. Anyways, right. So I asked him for a cig, and he's like, I don't have one, but I'm trying to go where you're at. And I was like, I don't think you want to go. Like, I don't think you want to go where we're going. And he's like, no, I want to go. And I was like, but you've never been to La Bra Bra Bra. Mind you, this is a word I made up in my fuck ass head.
On the spot, mama.
Literally, like 10 tequila sunrises in, I was like, La Bra Bra Bra. And he's like, no, like, I'll go. Like, I know where that's at. And he was like, you're so fucking ignorant.
You don't know how to fucking culture someone. You're trying to fucking culture someone and being like ignorant and fucking culture someone.
You've never been to La Bra Bra Bra.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
I think we're okay.
I have.
Livermore's pretty safe.
You think
calling you ignorant?
Mind you, I just fucked around with his head. Dead ass.
Like, the thing is, was this a white man?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. Like, it's one thing, like, if you said, like, Larry's or something like that. But you're claiming, you're die-hard writing that you've been to a place called La Bra Bra Bra. I'm actually scared for y'all's intelligence. Like, genuinely.
No.
We're cooked.
No, literally. Because I also saw this TikTok of these girls at a club, and they were like making up their own language, like speaking to each other to get guys to get away from them. And the guys started to speak the language.
So were they speaking an actual language, or was he also just like making up the language?
He was also making up the language.
Why are men trying to out-queen girls? We are living in an epidemic. Okay. And I don't mean to interrupt you, but it's just like there are two sides of men right now, and both of them are so awful. One side is like the red pill incel bitches who get their entire personality from a bald dweeb on a podcast who's literally a file. Like, there's those people.
Yeah.
And then there's these other people who are men trying to be sassy as fuck, and men who are trying to be girls. Like, what are we doing? I'm so confused.
Your son looks like a girl. Like, your son looks like a
girl.
Oh, yeah. I'm dead as fuck.
It's just like, I'm scared.
What's been pissing you off, though?
I feel like really just that.
Just that?
Like, literally, my PMOs that I wrote down for this episode was, like, the red pill incel, like, men. I really honestly feel like, let me take a breath. The Gen Z move to conservatism is scary, dude.
Literally. No, like, why? I'm getting scared.
And because I read, like, there was, like, a poll. I don't know if this is accurate, so I don't know if I'm feeding into fake news. But it said, like, more than half of Gen Z white males were voting for Donald Trump.
Oh. Chat, we're cooked. We're so fucked.
We're so fucked, actually, dude.
Anyways, bitch.
But that's my main PMOs.
Yeah.
And then also, I feel like I've talked about this on the podcast before. It's just, like, gay. I saw this because there was, like, a gay twink, a white gay twink who was, like, saying he doesn't like to be friends with people who take pronouns too seriously or whatever. It's like, if you truly don't care about pronouns, why do you feel the need to go on the internet and get bothered by how other people feel about pronouns? For me personally, I don't give a fuck what I identify as a male, but I don't give a fuck what pronoun you use to address me, truly. That's me personally. But why would I care if somebody else cares about pronouns or not? Like, if it matters to somebody, great. I think it should matter to them. But if not, like, I don't understand why it's such a big deal.
Yeah.
And so I feel like specifically white gay men saying that, like being an anti, like, queer person, like you're not standing up for other queer people, that's just weird.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Exactly. Because a real ass bitch like Shane literally used my pronouns. The pronouns I used for like an hour were he, they for an hour, and he used it.
Yeah. I mean, did I take it very seriously? No, but I still was respectful of it.
But like, people need to because
yeah.
people need to understand like pronouns are like, you know.
Also, like, if you want to be called he, I don't give a fuck. Like, okay, like, cool.
Yeah. Also, there's this whole fuck ass debate on lesbian TikTok, and it's like, oh, he, him lesbians.
What?
He, him lesbians. Like, lesbians that go by pronouns that are he, him.
Like, see what I'm saying? No, I feel like this is a valid. I think this is something we should include because it's not us invalidating anything. This is a real ass queer conversation of like open dialogue.
My question to you is, what are your thoughts on Lily Rose Depp calling 0770 Shake her boyfriend?
Well, isn't that like a thing in like lesbianism? Because that's why, like, when people were getting so upset, I was like, I'm pretty sure this is a thing. And then I went down like a TikTok rabbit hole, and then there was a bunch of lesbians being like, the only people who are pissed off about this are like not lesbians.
Yeah, it's like the bisexual women that don't understand.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, guys, like, God forbid a lesbian wants to call her partner.
Like, that's valid. Like, okay, like, cool. And also, I feel like, hasn't that been a thing for like a while?
Yeah. So, y'all bitches need to actually stop picking so hard, because the Protect the Dolls shirt, when people are like, oh my god, like, it's so performative.
I'm like, how is it performative? Also, the company that is making them is literally donating to like trans funds and like trans like mutual aid and stuff like that.
Yeah, for real. Also, I saw this thing on Twitter where this girl was like, oh, Dolls is gonna become the new Twinks.
People are gonna say in like a demeaning way?
Yeah. Something like that. Like, or it's overused.
Well, I feel like that's true, because I do think like prior to even last year, I feel like before 2024, like the dolls were like, that's really only a term that like the gay community knows.
Yeah,
like I feel like
so true.
And like I knew that because like I was watching gay people on the internet like since middle school. Like I watched Drag Race. I'm like, I know who the dolls are and who that refers to. But that became way more mainstream last year. I feel like.
Yeah.
And now it's like the dolls, it's the dolls, that. But I'm like, I guess it is weird because maybe people can be overusing it or using it's a way to be like, oh, the dolls, like gag, it's a doll. It's not like a, oh, like you're trans, like a way to clock somebody, like, oh, that's a doll. Like, no.
Yeah, because it's like a doll.
Right.
Like, girl, that's a doll.
Gorgiana Grande.
Yes.
Like,
oh my god. Because I had to explain that term to like one of my family members recently. I was like, oh my god, like people don't know like what doll means. Like,
that's crazy. Maybe it's not as widespread as I think. Maybe that's just like my niche of the internet.
Also, I'm gonna like go on a tangent low key, but yesterday when I did a little like assignment podcast,
she was featured on the pod.
Yes, with our friend Angel. I was teaching him the ways. But we talked about like religion and being queer, and I feel like I wanted to talk about it again because honestly, like being like growing up in a Filipino Catholic household and also being queer, like a lesbian, identifying as gay, like that, like the religious guilt of it all, mama,
It's bad. And I feel like it's bad in families because it's like, even if your family member like isn't religious, those Christian values are so ingrained in just general Filipino culture that like it will still be that same way. Like even like my dad, like not super religious, but like definitely had like there was like those really horrible masculine and like misogynistic, homophobic type values, and it's like like it's so gross.
Yeah, being Filipino and like Catholicism and like religion in general is so like intertwined into our culture. Like literally, divorce is illegal. Divorce is illegal in the Philippines. Isn't that insane?
That's insane.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's just so, that's why it's like, I hate that when so many aspects of what people associate with Filipino culture is not like actual, like, I mean, it is Filipino culture, it's just sucks that so much of that is because of colonization.
Yes, exactly.
Like, it's just colonized.
Literally. Because, like, technically, like, Catholicism was, like, brought to us. Like, honestly, I wish I was, like, spiritual and literally connected to my ancestors instead of made to be a Catholic.
No,
you know
real.
What I mean?
Because at the end of the day, like, even if we may not like consciously think about it or even know we have it, we do, from having that at childhood, we do, some of our values do come from that, whether we know it or not. So
yeah. Crazy. Also, RIP the Pope.
Okay, thoughts on the Pope. And it's okay if we get a little controversial. And disclaimer, I do not know everything about the past Pope. I am not an expert on the Pope. I do not have all the information on the Pope. I don't know what all a lot of the negative things that he's done. I don't know much about that. But from what I do know about the Pope, comparatively to other popes, he was pretty cool.
Yeah, right? I think so.
Like, he wasn't like in support of gay people. Like, he's not saying like, oh, be gay, yes, but he's like, we should be accepting of these people. And even for people, like, he was calling the some Catholic person in Gaza every single day, checking up during the genocide.
Also, my sister told me that when he died, he only had like $100 to his name because he would like donate all of his money to like something. Just not to, like, imagine. That's crazy.
Like, arguably, he is the most powerful person on the planet if you really think about it.
The Pope? Like the Pope himself that died, or the one?
No, the one, just the position itself.
The position.
Because it, like, regardless of any nation's population, there is way more Christians and Catholics, so there's still some meaning to the Pope. So it's like all of those people are somewhat connected to this person, because technically the Pope is the head of every single Catholic person to exist.
Oh my God. Guys, I'm getting scared.
But what's crazy is that people are saying that he's actually like a good leader too, because unlike the Biden administration, for example, who didn't have put enough checks in place that, you know, when he leaves, there's not going to be a whole mess that happened here. The Pope actually like made sure that when he dies, there's like good positions of power and it's like balanced, so it's not no one's like going to take over or anything like that.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Crazy town.
The new Filipino Pope.
Guys, aren't you the one that told me there's a Jollibee?
Yes. Okay. In 2023, I went to Rome and I went to the Vatican like I think twice. In the Vatican, mind you, the Vatican is its own country within Italy. This is like the center of all Catholicism, like, ever. They literally have Jesus's blood in the catacombs, allegedly. There is a fucking Jollibee in the Vatican. This is like, Filipinos are so fucking Christian that there is a Jollibee in the Vatican.
No, like, who's gonna clock it? Who's gonna clock it?
Gag.
It makes sense. Like, it makes sense. That's why
the Pope... it was busy as fuck.
Of course it would be. Yes. Like, this is why the next Pope needs to be Filipino.
Yes.
Like, I'm telling you, meant to be. Also, once that day happens, the Philippines...
they are going to throw parades. They're going to all over the news, nonstop talk about it. Like,
girl, we going to Daly City. We're celebrating.
No, like.
Oh God.
It's gonna be crazy. That Jollibee's about to get even more busy.
No, like they need to build a second location.
No, for real. Can I also go on a tangent?
Yeah.
And I need to talk about this because this might be like, Shane, you're a fucking conspiracy theorist. Like, you're fucking weird. I don't give a fuck. When I went to the Vatican, right? This place is fucking huge. Like, the Vatican complex, it's like an old fucking castle, like a dark fairy tale type castle.
Wait, is it like Twilight? Is that in the Vatican?
Twilight.
That one scene where she goes to find him because he was gonna show his.
I don't remember.
He was gonna show himself and the crystals.
I don't think it was the Vatican.
That's not the Vatican. Oh, okay.
Wait, I actually don't know.
We should look that up.
Okay, wait. What do I look up?
I think it was Twilight New Moon. Vatican.
Wait. Maybe it. Wait.
Was it in the Vatican?
Oh no, it's not the Vatican.
Oh.
But it's like, it looks like that, like that type of architecture and stuff.
Okay.
But it's huge. And there's this church there. I think it's called St. Peter's Basilica. It literally looks like a giant from Jack and the Beanstalk's like house. That we're just like tiny little ants in. Like the perspective is crazy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
and it's like, I've watched so many YouTube videos about how much like shit the Catholic Church owns, like from like history.
Mm-hmm.
Like they own stuff that supposedly Jesus owned, because Jesus was a real person. Like historically, he was a person that existed, regardless of whether you believe he was the Son of God or not. And they own like stuff that was his. And like they have like art that is lost, and like information from stuff that is lost. But like, and this is like actually real. Like you could look it up, and like they have it in museums and shit. I'm like pretty positive.
You are such a nerd. Can I just say that in the most endearing way possible? Like,
yes.
Actually, I can't believe you know these things. Like, bitches that watch YouTube, like, and these nerdy ass videos, bitch, I be watching brain rot. That's my issue.
I feel
that's
like
my issue.
That's my that's one half of myself. One half of myself is just like edits and like music videos and stupid videos on YouTube. The other half is like videos about space. What would happen if I got stuck I got sucked out of space and I was in space and I was freezing to death? I would like, it's those type of videos I feel like I consume when I'm alone in my room.
You're such a boy for that.
Hella he him. I just personally don't understand like the girl bossification of Katy Perry going to space. Like I don't understand like how to her or any of the other women who went up, like how is that like a slay? Like you're literally riding Jeff Bezos's dick to go up to space, polluting the fucking planet for what? Women empowerment? Please.
Yeah, and Katy Perry is a fuck ass Zionist.
That ass.
So I hate her even more.
And also, she's a fucking flop.
Yeah. Her music is
no, girl.
Only song I do like, the one that got away, acoustic version.
I do also like California Girls. Okay, my thing is,
she never kissed a girl.
She literally, that Christian bitch. Yes.
Have you seen that video of Gaga? And she's like, what are your thoughts on her singing like,
I don't ever think she's kissed a girl.
Katy Perry's I Kissed a Girl. Do you like that song?
I don't think she's kissed a girl.
I don't think she has either.
Yes. And the way she said it, I miss when Gaga used to talk hella cut. Like when she would like talk like this and she like wouldn't care.
Bring it back.
For real. We're in the recession now, so
so the recession jokes will never end.
No, mama, I really fear.
Katy Perry.
Oh yeah. It's just like,
it's not cute.
No.
Also,
or with the Daisy. Girl. Mind you, like, I'm sorry. Also, like, y'all weren't like even in space. Like, they like went to what's considered technically space. y'all weren't like halfway to the moon. Like it wasn't giving like like you're doing something that like I don't know. It's just stupid.
Yeah. Also, I'm so confused about what's going on between DDG and this girl Evelyn or Wendy.
Oh, Wendy?
What is going on?
I don't know who that is, but I know that I've seen like people talk about her on TikTok or something.
No, they went to Japan together, and like I'm like confused. Are they together or are they not? Also, is DDG still with?
No, they're not together anymore. No.
Well,
wait, do you know the whole drama about that? Like basically they separated and then like they've been like they had like he made it public beef about their child, like about wanting to like come see his kid, but like he can't just like come. Like I remember the baby and Hallie were Halo and. Y'all pulled up with me. I would have seen y'all niggas outside. Hallie were sick, and he like wanted to come over and like take the son out, and she's like, no, like he's sick, he can't go anywhere, and he like made like a whole online thing, like kind of like terrorizing her or whatever. He's like a fucking weirdo, and also it's like he got upset about her. He's so jealous of her career and her fame, and he got jealous with her co-star from The Little Mermaid, and he's just jealous of her of a lot of different men. But it's like, how can you say that with now you're with like a different woman every 3 days? He was literally just posted up with Anna Mac.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But also Wendy, she went on her stream and she was like, oh, like I would never date a guy. Like the love of my life is not going to be posting TikToks with another guy, with another girl, with other girls. And then literally 10 seconds after, she gets a phone call from DDG. And DDG's like, hey, so I think I'm just like not gonna make TikToks with other girls anymore.
What?
Also, you know what's been pissing me off? Bitches that no caller ID me and don't say shit. Girl, if you're gonna *67 my number and you're not gonna say anything on the phone, girl, what are you doing? Like, say what you need to say.
And they don't say anything?
Yeah.
It's just like, no words?
Yeah.
Someone's pranking you, dude.
Which one?
Okay, I'm going to say it on the pod. I don't know if our past friend watches these podcasts.
Wait, I have to tell
Girl,
you something.
I know you're prank calling me. The fuck? I can hear. I know it's you when you do your voice that you try to disguise. Girl, clocked. Like, stop calling my phone.
Okay, y'all. So, sad news. We need to change our intro song because Bhad Bhabie, we're actually done with her. She was like someone that we could make fun of. Like we didn't actually like her as a person, but this just sent us off the edge because it's like, girl, posted up with a White Lives Matter shirt.
Like, girl. Like, and standing right next to it looking all cute and shit. I'm like, mama, no.
Like, that's not cunt. That's not cunt at all. So.
But I'm like, it's not surprising. Like,
yeah.
I would have wished, like, okay, at least if you're taking, like, your entire culture from other people, like, you're taking culture from other people, okay, at least try to be respectful. But that just throws everything out the window.
Yeah. She also mentioned in a podcast or a YouTube video that she was on, like, a cooking thing. And, like, she was talking about how she has a kid who's half black. And how she understands, like, she can understand that her kid is going to go through more hardships because of their skin.
Right.
So I'm just like...
So, like, then why would you be posted up with a White Lives Matter shirt? Bro.
Chopped.
We gotta change the song. I'm trying to figure it out now. And it needs to be, like, the cute snippets where we won't get copyrighted.
Yeah. So, okay. We were talking about this before we started the pod, like, today. But bring back middle school and high school only for the purposes of fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I need to run my ones.
With a lot of you bitches.
With a lot of y'all. But I can't do that right now because I'm, like, grown and 22. But, like, fuck, like, bring it back. I want to swing on a bitch in the fucking locker room. Like, I will sneak a bitch.
Then come, boom, like... Immediate. Like, I need to, like, that's why I'm like, we've talked about this before. I am not actively looking to get into any drama. But the day it finds me and the day we get to fight, I'm so excited.
No, we need a tag team again.
No, like,
No.
for real.
We need to run it back.
Yeah.
Because Pride 2024...
No. I didn't even fight.
You didn't even fight?
I didn't even fight. Because after I got pushed, I was like, okay, let's not.
So, it was just me and Daniel?
You guys were the only ones who got physical.
Oh.
I mean, I was fighting with other people, but I didn't touch them.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Because Angel was in front of me.
Wait. Oh, who was holding me back? Jonathan
and Justin.
Oh my. I had this bitch in my ear being like, yeah, get her out.
You had a devil and an angel. You had one of our friends and you had another one of our friends. And it was just like, which path are you gonna take?
But yeah, I really want to fight. I don't know what it is, but literally yesterday, I remember something so like inconvenient. Like literally the smallest thing happened to me with someone, and I was just like, let's go.
Yeah,
let's go. Like I feel so evil right now. Like I really do. Like don't catch me outside, please.
I honestly feel like you, which one of my favorite things about you is like you don't put up with bullshit.
Right.
Because my thing is the second somebody pisses you off, it's like, okay, like
run it.
It'll be a scene. Like, oh
yeah. Don't piss me off that bad. For real.
When you're off the lemon drops and someone pushes you in the club, it's up, girl. Like it's time.
Oh. I hate to be that bitch, but we are those bitches. We are those bitches. We've always been those bitches. Bitches don't know how to say excuse me.
Literally.
We've always been those bitches.
Also, we have not given it to a lot of people who actually deserve to have it given to.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, I'm sorry. That one, I will never forget that one night at that one apartment when I really chose peace when I really shouldn't have.
You're gonna have to give me more deets because
the apartment when one little birdie and a stump tried us.
I honestly take me back, and if I didn't do what I did the other time in the fucking room, this doesn't make any sense.
Y'all will never know. I don't even know how we got here.
How do we end up talking? Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
also,
I feel like
Lord
in New York
dropped a beautiful song. I love that song. Shane hates it.
I don't hate it. I never said that. I said I think that it makes me excited because I know there's going to be many better songs on her album. I didn't say yes. I don't not like the song. I know it's not going to be my favorite.
I really can't wait for that album to drop.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think there would be only one thing that would save me in this world.
It's a Lorde album. Oh.
And you know whose album it is?
Frank's. Do you think he's actually dropping for real?
Girl. No. That motherfucker is not dropping.
No.
He's not dropping.
No. I have a feeling SZA may never drop another album.
Really?
Well, she does technically have a 4-album deal that she has to fulfill. And granted, she's a liar. Like, we all know SZA is a liar. And that's me saying that with so much love because that is one of my favorite women on the planet. But it's like, girl, you're a liar. That's cool. Like, whatever. But it's like, she did say, like, for her next 2 albums, she just wants to make children's music and be happy and be peaceful. And she literally, like, that could just be a lie. But then she went on Sesame Street and she was, like, making music on Sesame Street. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe she's done with, like, the whole studio, like, touring album vibe. Maybe just, like, she's just going to make music and just have it be that.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But in order to fulfill her contract, she does have to make 2 more.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. But I was gonna say Coachella 2023 when we went. Sorry, I'm bringing it up again.
Valid.
But when we were listening to Frank Ocean Novocaine, when he says, Brain Like Berkeley.
Stripper booty with a rack. Like, wow.
Yes.
Wait.
And then after he says, met her at Coachella. Do you know how I was feeling when I was at Coachella? Like, that was such a big boost.
Mm-hmm.
Like, girl.
Because, like, you're literally at Coachella. You got a stripper booty. Your rack is wow. Like, girl, Brain Like Berkeley.
Whoa.
He literally wrote that about you.
Like, Frank, please. Lavender relationship.
Honest, dude, I don't even like to think about that.
No.
Like, I don't even really honestly like to think about that because it makes me upset that we didn't go weekend one.
Yeah. It really does. We'll never be free.
No, I fear.
We never get over anything ever. Mind you.
Chat, I'm going to insert this clip. This is just... this is scaring me. Big topic. You watched it on Friday. I watched it on Saturday. Sinners. Y'all need to see that movie.
Honestly, that was really good. I really, 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 really loved it.
And I feel like should we give like a spoiler warning then talk about it? Or should we just not give spoilers?
Not give spoilers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all need to go into the movie knowing nothing about it and just watch it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Or else someone's going to spoil it and then it's like, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
I hate spoilers. Can I just say that?
Yeah.
I hate spoilers. I feel like we can all agree on that. So if we can all come to a consensus of like not spoiling shit online, that would be great. Thanks.
Yeah. That goes also for artist leaks. I'm like, don't leak. I don't need to. I mean, am I gonna listen to it? Unfortunately, yes.
Only for Frank.
Only for Frank and Ariana.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Ariana, but
no, that's real. Also, do you ever think about like how things get leaked? Like, how does that work?
I feel like people just find like maybe they hack into something and they get it. I'm assuming that's how it works.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm. You know how Ariana literally sent someone to jail for like 20 years?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Because they got her music and they literally went to jail with a sentence of 20 years. I think up to 20 years. That doesn't mean they're gonna serve the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. What do you think he'll go to jail for?
Jail or prison?
Like the first time you go to jail.
Like the first time I get arrested.
If you ever go to jail.
Probably public intoxication.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like it could happen, like, oh, like, I have a drink from the club and I'm walking out. Like, this is not what I think would be silly. Like, what I think for real would happen. Probably that. Like, I would be having a drink and the cop would stop me and I would go to jail.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. For me, I think it would be assault.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I think I would get locked up. I think about it a lot because I think about fighting in public a lot and I think about the repercussions. So I think that will definitely be my first one. Once the voices in my head stop like edging me and then actually make me do it.
Yeah. They're playing with you.
Who's scared? Is anyone
Raise
scared?
your hand if you're scared. But honestly, yeah. The thing is, though, I feel like I would not let you go to jail.
Do you think?
I feel like I would, because I feel like I have the ability, even when I'm really fucked up, to like snap the fuck out of it and be like, lie to get out of a situation. Like, I feel like if like for whatever reason there was cops like pressing, I'd be like, it literally wasn't her. Like, it was that other girl. I can show you right now exactly what it was. I will tell you exactly what happened and where it happened and who fucking did it. It could be a complete made up lie. I never cared.
That's crazy.
Why would I ever tell the truth to a cop?
That's so true. Yeah.
Also, it's like, I mean, this also is better said. It doesn't really work in practice because obviously cops are violent. But it's like when they pull you over, like unless they are arresting you for something or they're charging you with something, you really don't have to talk to them. But it's like that doesn't work out all the time.
Yeah. Also, I am so sorry, but people on TikTok are like cop-outs. People who literally cop-outs. But like people who post up like with attractive, which they're not even attractive, like attractive cops and like making TikToks with them. Like, girl, you think that's a flex? Like, you think that's cute? You actually look like ugly. You look so ugly next to a cop.
And this is not even us like being like, oh my god, like you guys are like being so dramatic, but like it's actually true. Like I just truly do not understand the appeal, regardless of what somebody's outward appearance is. Bitch, it's a cop.
Right.
Why would you like? I just don't understand that.
What would you do if your partner wanted to become a cop?
I think it really depends. I would never date somebody who is a cop ever. But like if I was with my partner for a while and they decided, oh, I want to become a cop, that'd be really hard. I feel like if we were not married, it's probably like, yeah, no. If we were married, it would be, I don't know. That'd be hard.
Oh my god. I feel like for me, I'm so quick to cut off stuff.
But if you were married,
yeah,
really, you would get a divorce?
Yeah,
immediately. You wouldn't try to talk them out of it.
Well, obviously, yeah. But ultimately, I'm not gonna like convince someone to do something when I think, okay, yeah.
I would give them the ultimatum.
Because my thing is, if I get into a relationship with someone and it's like long term and I know that they're my person, we would have the same morals and our values would align, and we would both understand that like cops are literally killers.
Right.
So, and that is just like a very bad industry to go into, and it's like such a historically racist founded industry
institution,
like,
right?
Yeah, like
it's it's one of the prime ways in which like horrible values from slavery have been passed down and turned into different things, like, and it's carried out by the police, like.
Exactly. I literally, that's why I can't. I'm sorry.
No, but I feel like that's like a crazy what if situation for us, because I feel like neither of us would ever be in that position, because we would have had already talked to our partner about cops and what we feel about them prior to us even being in a relationship.
Yes, exactly. Like the love of my life needs to be so radical and like wokeness, and yeah.
My partner does have to have at least relatively the same political views as me. I mean, there's small things, sure, that you could disagree on, but that when I say small, I'm like, I'm trying to even think of something small, because there's not really a lot of small things.
No, like I can't do that. I can't.
Not even small. It would have to be like you pretty much politically align with me.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit of educating you.
Oh hell no.
I'm not a teacher for you. So it's like, okay, like if you're my partner and like you don't know what's going on with the world and like you're saying stupid shit, I'm just
like top. Also, I feel like I couldn't be with someone who's totally politically removed.
Oh
no, definitely
not.
No. And I feel like I would be okay with dating my partner. Maybe they don't know or don't keep up with politics as much as I do, but at least they're like on the right side of when I bring up those things or something like that. Or if I tell them something that's happened, they have a reaction that's like, okay, yeah, that's in line with what I think. That's when I'm like, okay, I think that's okay. But it's not like a total avoidance, but it's like if they're just not talking about it as much as I am. But they still have to be talking about it, period.
I have a weird question. Have you ever hooked up with a Republican?
Not that I know of. I mean, I'm sure, probably, yeah, but not that I could specifically say like 100%, yeah.
Like, you know, yeah. I'm like trying to think, and I don't think I have. But maybe. But I'm like, that's crazy.
I mean, when I was like younger, like it was giving like, you know, that demographic. So it could be.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I've never like talked to anybody who's been a conservative. I have talked to a Zionist, but it was in 2021. I didn't know that they were a Zionist. I just knew that they were Jewish. Which is not the same thing, but whatever.
Yeah.
And we were talking for a while, but then we stopped talking. And then I found out once October 7th happened that they are a Zionist. And I was like, oh, that's not.
Thank God he's out of your life.
Also, someone that I knew in my freshman year of college, we were friends, but like we never talked after that. Also found out that he was a Zionist.
Oh my God. I actually can't. I can't. I cannot be friends with a Zionist.
No, never.
I'm sorry. Why do y'all want to be friends with Zionists? That's the weird thing. Y'all are like trying to make it work.
I don't get the kumbaya shit. I really don't. Because I'm like, of course there are some things that we can find common ground of with certain opposing opinions, but for things relating to like something as big as a genocide, like there really is no room for compromise. There really is no room for like hee hee ha ha, like let's just sit down and try to all be civil with each other. Like, no, why the fuck would I want to sit down with people who are okay excusing a genocide? Absolutely not. Like, I have no desire to have those people in my life. I have no desire to have, I don't even care why they think the way that they do. I don't care to understand that, because the principle is there's a genocide happening. There's no counter argument to that.
Yeah, exactly. I want to jump that one Zionist bitch that went to our high school.
Which one?
Just this white girl. She was ugly. Yeah.
Fuck her. I don't. Yeah, for real.
I want to jump someone with you.
No, I feel like, and it's just like, I know we would be running. We'd be like running back and forth, back and forth. Who do you think we would? I think we would for sure. I think the next person we jump is probably going to be a gay man. I honestly think, because the thing is, I would say it's probably gonna be a straight man, but I feel like we really don't interact with that many straight men. No. Like, especially when we're out, usually we don't really ever interact with straight men. Yeah. So I feel like it's going to be a gay man. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think we would jump somebody who's like weak or looking weak. No. I feel like they would have to be somebody who could look like No. I can jump you with my words, babe.
Yeah.
It's just like, and I know it's gonna be over some shit about you being a lesbian, and that's just what's gonna piss me the fuck off. Yeah. I feel like we both need like a good like dog.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I need to get instead of a pole, I'm gonna get a fucking punching bag.
When you were at the gym, when I took you to crunch.
Girl, that was my favorite thing ever.
Literally. I know, I feel like you should get a pole though too.
Get a pole and a punching bag?
I'm telling you, this is me again on the pod saying we are going to do a stripper class for the pod. I don't care. Like, I need to do that.
I feel like our instincts will just immediately like boom. Okay. We need to talk about this because it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. It really is. Jojo Siwa, your lesbian card, give it to me, bitch. That shit is not yours. What the fuck are you doing on national TV?
In a whole ass relationship, mind you.
Right.
And also, I'm sorry, Jojo is obviously like, she's Jojo. But I was just getting to a point where I was like, you know what? At least she knows who she is. Like, she knows who she is. I feel like she knows who she is. But after I saw that, I'm like, girl, Jojo! You've learned nothing! Like, literally, like, girl, like, why the fuck are you making an embarrassment out of fucking lesbians on national fucking television?
Literally.
And you're like, girl, I'm sorry. You pretending to be some crazy fucking horny pussy licker all while you're cuddled up with the first man that you really interacted for a long time on a reality TV show? Be fucking serious.
Yeah. But yeah, fucking Jojo, like, why are you in a hot tub with a man? Mm-mm. Also, isn't he older? That's hella weird.
Yeah, there's like a huge age. I think like an 8-7 year age gap. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's around that.
Oh yeah. But yeah, also this happening during Lesbian Visibility Week is the worst timing ever because, girl, now, poof, I'm gone, bitch.
Oh! Shout out to everybody. I had fun.
I gotta be good.
I had fun. I'm gonna insert that clip. But yeah, that's just like, I don't know. It's embarrassing. And also, I don't know. It's like the extreme, like, claymation of lesbianism all the while to be like, oh, actually, no. Which I'm like, yes, sexuality is a spectrum, but I'm like, girl, please.
Maybe she'll wake up one day and realize.
Yeah.
When you wake up next to her. When you wake up next to him
in the middle of the night.
You're hella giving chapel.
Hella, dude. Thank you. I feel like, honestly, I feel bad for her girlfriend, but at the same time, you're dating Jojo Siwa.
Jojo Siwa is a lesbian's like nightmare for real.
All right, guys. So thank you for listening. Now that Lesbian Visibility Week is over, Nadine has to go. So bye bye.